too outside yourself. Let me talk to you for a little bit. Okay. That's right. Yeah, it's not a problem. Esoteric to the exoteric, all this thoughtless. Yeah, everything y'all know is common knowledge. Yeah. Alright now. Yeah, okay. It's cosmic nonsense. Alpha and Omega, Alphabet and Amazonas. Where this water dripping from just is not a faucet. Yeah. Alright now. I just be in a dream, still I can't even wait. Asking me where Uriel from, I came out of space. Beautiful spirits in the sky, still creating the day. If you don't got your own mind, you gon' stay in a flame. Let me ask you, what you gon' do if I told you now? What was you gon' do if I told you that you just externalize? Everything is internal, yeah. What was you gon' do if I told you now? What was you gon' do if I told you that you just externalize? Everything is internal, yeah. Demons from the past like the axe, do you remember me? Going in the dark is being trapped up in a memory. Imagine all my enemies laughing at the end of me. The energy they gave got me surpassing all their distant dreams. Don't act like this is just in me, it's something more than that. All this knowledge that I be getting, right where the Lord be at. Pain is like rain in the brain, right where you storming at. Front and center, I need some cover, just like a quarterback. Yeah, going back to my early days, I was on my third dizzle. Yeah, fucked around with the wrong people, now I got trust issues. Yeah, watch the ones who got a lot of problems and they try to fuck with you. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, they the ones gonna give you trust issues. Because there's always agendas behind a relationship. Cause they don't really fuck with ya behind all the faking shit. You really think you need your sister or that guy you was staying with? You really need to get the picture, in your mind you ain't making sense. What was you gonna do if I told you now? What was you gonna do if I told you that you just externalize? Everything is internal, yeah. What was you gonna do if I told you now? What was you gonna do if I told you that you just externalize? Everything is internal, yeah. In this world with nobody, you know, they wanna know where the pilot flew. Everything externalized that's outside came from inside of you. Gotta pick up their pieces, you know, but ain't nobody there to claim it. Soon's the puzzle completed, now everybody gon' be waiting. What the fuck, yeah? What was you gon' do if I told you now? What was you gon' do if I told you that you just externalize? Everything is internal, yeah. What was you gon' do if I told you now? What was you gon' do if I told you that you just externalize? Everything is internal, yeah.
You know what? because of the nature of this transit talk, wish granted. Got you.
I got that, and I know you want that. Yeah, I said I got that, ayy, and I know you want that. Yeah, I said I got that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. I know you like that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word. Hey, yeah. She like, let's get to work. Bitch, I've been working and you about to work for me. Now get twerking. Shake that money, make it, then reverse it. Bring it back, show me that you're really worth it. I work hard, but I'm hardly working. I work smart, getting paid while I work it. Imperfect, but I'm still perfect. I'm old school. Write my curses out in cursive. I get though. Hey. Bitches call me Simon cause I said so. And these niggas choking, they got strep though. I get low, then kill him with the birdie, that's my death stroke. Fuck with me, you could get your wig popped. Headshot, headshot, like a battle rap. Hit you with my battle axe. Says you him, you not that. Bitch, you know I got that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. I know you like that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. Bitch, I got that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word. I know you like that. Word that, word that, word that, word that, word that, word.
Nala Brown, Gemini magicians always plotting on a deal. Putting in that work like this cotton in the field. Another beat, another meal. Brother speaking how you feel. Word to mama, but working on the trauma so we heal. Keep it real, milk on the black milk. Raised by the pimps, used to let they head tilt. Thread straight silk, working on caprices. They trapping on the block while I'm working on my thesis. Nala Brown, king of the Tissound, Brizzag. Sigmas, I'm stepping and rapping for the Sissag. Nigga, where you been? Out searching for lust. Buffalo came up, Griselda working on trust. I see the moves and took a cue to get my biz tight. Things improve, I'm up working every midnight. True MC, third base like search. Word in my face on a book, I got work.
That, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. I know you like that. Work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. Yeah, I got that. Work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. You know you like that. Work that, work that, work that, work that, work that, work. Ayy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I will be breaking down this super pivotal and super important Jupiter and Taurus transit, ladies and gentlemen. Like the Hipsy team have mentioned above, please check the link in the description. Heather and Sabrina, I see you two are on queue. I got you. I also want to shout out Rigsby, who ordered a solar return reading on the 17th. Looking forward to talking with you there. So yeah, I have 20 on queue for now, which means there's 18 left. So for those of you who want a live reading at the end, Heather, I'm going to read your chart. And of course, Sabrina, I will pull a tarot card for you. So this is publicly available. All right. For those of you who want to watch this again, I am most definitely going to keep this available, as every transit talk is. And I just wanted to spin the block real quick and inform you on how and why Jupiter and Taurus is responsible for the financial revolution. As of now, Jupiter has gone direct. And now that it is connecting with Capricorn, the collective authority that decides on what the rest of us experience, it's not a coincidence that as we are about to complete this Jupiter and Taurus transit, Bitcoin has been whatever on the FTC. I don't even know what the fuck happened. I just know something about it happened. But I'm having the impression that it is more accessible. It was approved. And you're going to, as Jupiter goes at the rest of Taurus and innovates, see an exponential growth of currency everywhere, which will come with the crashes. But we up. Okay. There's certain things I want to talk about. And I'm not necessarily tying this to say, oh, your crypto investments are going to 10x because Jupiter is going up. Use discernment. But I'm just using that as an example of how you can actually tie the development of this to this Jupiter transit. Jupiter of expansion is quite literally, it's now available in the stock market. Right. I'm not really heavy into crypto, but I have invested into some ETH, and I was kind of delighted to see that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's available, but my crypto stocks went up. I think I made $1,000, and I don't even have that much crypto. But it's like, holy shit. So given the limited I do know a lot of it is tied to, of course, the transit of Jupiter. Yes, this will be available later. And Jupiter and Taurus is going to prepare you to be in a position to make so much more lucrative investments. I'm going to break down the stages of this, namely May of 2023 to September of 2023, where it retrograded. All right. September of 2023 to January of 2024. And now January 2024 to May of 2024. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. I'm going to give you an analogy, and I'm going to explain to you how and why by the time we step into May of 2024 and Jupiter goes into Gemini, you will be in a position to not only evolve your mind and what you think about all this value you have evolved, but it's going to give you so much more perspective of everything that's possible for you to accomplish with this greater sense of value. So, given that Taurus is your 5 senses and your sense of worth and your self-esteem, it's important to understand that this is stage 2 of the activation of the evolution of your character. Jupiter and Aries brought back this brand new cycle. And once we get into the Taurus end, this evokes jealousy. It squares narcissistic Leo. It opposes jealous ass Scorpio. And it also squares detached Aquarius. That's too cool for school. So what you've been experiencing all this transit are people projecting insecurities on you because yesterday's price isn't today's price. And you'd be surprised how many people want to see you fail. So why is it that instead you're growing? As you grow in quality, most of these people's quality comes from a fake place, shifting sand. And so you have been feeling the strength of your aura intimidate unconsciously and consciously others, which in turn projects this jealousy on you. I'm going to break down how, now that we are moving past the retrograde, it's you are the bull that is charging and just defecating on everything. Your growth is set to make people super uncomfortable because once Jupiter goes into Gemini, you have grounded the confidence and self-esteem in your own value to speak your mind. And you're going to get ready to go off on everything and anything. Those same influences who are intimidated by you because they felt that they could get off on trying to feel better than you, or the actions or the nuances that are not working on you anymore. So Aries is the activation of that identity, January to May of 2023, before they start to switch up and act like they were always cool with you, like they haven't been talking shit behind your back. Jupiter in Aries activated this evolution of your identity. And so you are manifesting it during Jupiter and Taurus. that is going to produce the effects of what you activated. That is 2024 and 2025, where we move to integrate that direction. So that means you are getting ready to step into the experience of everything you've been sowing the seeds to and setting up. This is where you start to notice it. And that's why it's important to understand much of this has been intrinsic. Before we start to perform this on stage, 2026 and beyond, and integrate a new society where you're out there with it, a lot of this is innovating and awakening to how much more valuable you didn't even know you were. Those of you who've passed this Uranus and Taurus lesson, Jupiter and Taurus is activating that. We're going to have the most epic Jupiter-Uranus conjunction ever. The last Jupiter-Uranus conjunction we had, ladies and gentlemen, was in Pisces 2010. And that was this cycle that activated the awakening of our supernatural abilities, so that the quality with which we see synchronicities at 2010 versus now is heavily influenced by that conjunction that we, through the 12-year cycle of Jupiter, has not only harvested, but is reinitiating in Taurus. The Taurus is what's going to make those concepts really, 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 really real. That's why you're already starting to experience it. So your channel is just smooth, natural. This is what is drawing out the cycle of natural energy and electricity to flow through your fingertips. Because now you are more aligned through Uranus and Aries of who you are, who this super self is. Now in Taurus, we branded it, Infinity Gang. And this is where we're going to take it to the neighborhood in Gemini. We're going to be pulling up, okay, all right, we're going to take it to the hood, third house, neighborhood, Gemini, like for real. Because you need to take product to your immediate environment. And that's what you've been pitching. I mean, manifesting. I mean, cooking, all the above. If you pass this test, you at a core level, like when I say this, this isn't just a saying, like I live this. At a core level, you do not identify with a net worth that is only asset based. You know, you are an infinitiaire. There is not a bank that can hold all the money that you have. Themes of liquidation don't matter. Many of you carry your wealth around you. It's called your aura. You are part of a collective of brainwashed, conditioned little boys and girls pretending they're adults who, for the better half of their entire reality, don't even tap into this latent energy. They have convinced you it doesn't exist. You are not an idiot. And so this is enabling you to activate that. These people are so stupid. They have built a culture out of denying their own birthright and creating a false system where they spend monopoly money. And they brag about how much in-game currency they have when you were born with faculties that transcend that. See, they are dumb, so they don't know how to do it. They don't even believe in it and have managed to shame some of you who pursue that which cannot be seen and last forever versus that bullshit they have created in order to, of course, keep you within their structure and system. Tricked you to believe that you're grounding yourself while nerfing you from your latent potential. Well, the reason why I call this the evolution revolution is many of you did not stay asleep. You sowed the seeds from May of 2023 to invest in yourself. And I am showing you this September date because from May until September of 2023 was your activation of this intrinsic value and worth that immediately began to, at a subconscious level, irritate those who are so insecure they need to feel better than you. So this integration point was the point of pivot where you started to reevaluate what you are seeing is possible in your worth and value. So I'm going to use an analogy for each period, and then we're going to show you through the zodiac. Basically, if this isn't about the financial revolution is not just about you evolving your finances. Amy Harris, I see you. I got you. The financial revolution is not just about evolving your finances and innovating the GDP and an economy with it. Which in a lot of ways, what you're going to see with this Jupiter, Uranus, Taurus, Sun conjunction is job creation, because now there are so many ways to make money that will open up new industries because of new types of jobs. And most of you will be creating these jobs, but that's not really the whole point. That's just one symptom or facet of this. The financial revolution is activating the innovative natural quality within you to know without a shadow of a doubt that you are everything you need and have. You do not need anything outside of you. It is making material the extra dimensional quality of the 99+% of you that is not physical, that can literally through quantum entanglement connect you directly to everything you desire and need. So many of you are going to be, oh, thank you, I got your PayPal. Many of you are going to be personally opening up or working jobs because you want to, not because you need the money. After this Jupiter and Taurus transit, you probably may never need to work a job you don't need ever again. Like the whole notion of you having to work to make money, it's over. That's it. That's why this is such a revolution, whether due to changes in the economy, but mainly this isn't because of external reasons. You are quite literally manifesting the awakening and innovation of your own innate talent. This is, and see, just saying that alone, this is that level of insecurity where now corporations and interest groups that literally are alive because you feed them your energy, because they convinced you need to pay them money. Once you basically awaken to the fact that you actually don't, you're going to see a lot go under, because people now realize, oh, I can boycott this. I can literally pay with my energy. I can pay with my intention, my focus, my dollar. When you innovate in a few short months, now that you've activated this God power awakening, so much stuff you were paying people that you didn't need to do. Some of you are awakening the ability to channel the stars even more directly. You'll never need another reading from me again. In fact, a lot of what you connect with me for is to just confirm what you already know. So this is taking this to the next stage, and my job is complete. So that's something to really keep in mind for those of you who have been working on a project or have been building a project. This is going to be your arc, boat, and of course, growth structure with which now that you've established will grow out of control. And that's the analogy I'm going to bring. Jupiter and Taurus is like a lemonade stand that at the end of Jupiter and Taurus is going to become a franchise, which is abnormally fast in order to happen that quick. So basically, May of 2023 to September of 2023 is you coming up with the idea to take the money you have in your savings account, or because everything about Taurus is from the mud. We're taking an idea, or at least your belief and self-esteeming yourself. It's not about the money you made. This entire Jupiter and Taurus, you may have lost money and made no money, but your self-esteem in your own natural confidence has innovated. That's all you need. That's what's going to get you more money or value, whatever. So let's say that you had money in savings, or from out of the mud, you came up with the idea to build a lemonade stand. You literally just used what you had. You probably felt like, oh, I need to have expensive lemons. I need to have a proper looking shop. You didn't let that stop you. Okay? You didn't let that stop you. You basically just used what you had. You created a lemonade shop. And what do you know? From May to, and by the time you got to September of 2023, business was bussing. I don't know what it is about you. People just like your lemon juice. People just like the way you make it. People like the energy that you put in your creation. And maybe there was an unconventional way you were kind of selling these lemon juices with your lemonade stand. And it's not like you had millions of dollars, but you most definitely had business bussing. And so the retrograde period from September to December of 2023 was you having to reevaluate the way you work the lemonade stand, because now we have to change this up. I am getting more orders than I have lemons. So now you had to go through this restructuring period where now you're changing that stand into a bigger booth. And that's why it's important to see how this happened in Virgo season, where the seeds you planted in the conjunction started to grow through the ground. And this is what led to, of course, your integration of this socially by experimenting with the booth during the eclipse, okay, to not only unlock what you no longer need to do, but to focus on what direction you're going. And then this is the crucial part, the harvest. So by this point, this in the second stage, right, while you're still restructuring, this is where you transform your lemonade stand, because now all the work you've done to invest in yourself. Yes, Luna, like Team Hipsy said, you can request a live reading by going in the link in the description, especially if you want insight about Jupiter and Taurus for you. All right. So that opposition is so key, because that was quite literally the turnaround. What is very important about everything post November is that you, up into this point, we're setting up belief in something with no tangible evidence or realistic value, especially due to it being ahead of its time. This is where an idea to, of course, start a lemonade stand turned into something so much more serious because you've harvested the potential of it. This brought us to seeing the effects of this transformation, okay, through ascension, and then the direct motion now that we're in Capricorn. So this is where we're going to pick up for this Jupiter transit. By this point, you have harvested the effects of what you began to invest in yourself in May. That means everything is set up for this financial evolution part. Okay. Let's just say from May up until now was financial evolution. And now from now until May is revolution part. This is it. So if the second part was restructuring, the final part of the direct, basically coming up into the conjunction, is now you started with the lemonade stand. Now you have a booth. Now you have like a space rented out in a store or a store to where, okay, now you're able to field way more people, and the quality of how much money you're getting is so much bigger. Because when you just started the lemonade stand, it was just you, and you had to squeeze the lemon, and you had to make sure it was there, and you had to make sure it was nice, and people liked it. Now you got a whole team of people who squeeze them just as good as you. Pause, no pause, I don't care. I don't even know. So this is what is innovating, revolutionizing efficiency, and people love it even more than they loved your stand. So take that analogy and apply it to what you're doing, because this is taking what you either knowingly or unknowingly invested in since May of 2023, and it's getting ready for you to fully evolve the quality of how much money you make, what you spend with that money. And by the time Jupiter goes into Gemini, expanding your idea of what can I do with all this money? What can I do with all this investment? And it's going to be fun. In fact, dare I say, by the time Jupiter goes into Aquarius, by the time the sun starts to square in Aquarius, that's where we will have completed the evolution. And it's literally, so do you understand how this entire Jupiter and Taurus cycle is the setup for you to activate the booth? Because Jupiter and Taurus ends with the conjunction. We did not have a Jupiter-Taurus conjunction with the sun since 2012. It has been 12 years. So this is the year it's going to conjunct again. 2023, we had the conjunction in Aries, not in Taurus. So this is what, from 2023 to the end of 2023, was you quite literally setting up this investment, whether it's just believing in yourself more or putting in the steps to slowly but surely restructure your business or start a business, or by September, start to integrate the steps needed, because it's important to see now that this is making the Sagittarius angle, this is you actually connecting with the business plan, all the steps needed to secure this evolution. And that's going to be known once we are in Aquarius season. All systems go, all planets are direct. And this is completing the evolution that you started way before March, but kicked in officially April of 2023. So by this period, so this month and next month is where you are finally seeing this increase of the financial evolution. And once we step into the Uranus direct with the Aquarius Sun Square, it's revolution time. You now know what you're ready to plan and do for it. It gets even better. It gets even better because guess what's 11th house of this Taurus energy? Aquarius, which is going to challenge you to be aware of the higher knowledge. By the time we get into Aquarius, if you began the lemonade stand in Taurus and you are starting to see Virgo season, wow, people in my community like it. By Aquarius, you've completed the evaluation of worth where you know the true value of it in its stocks all around the world. That's why it's going to be so amazing. This is what is also with the Uranus Sun square going to create virality for some of you, and also a sudden, unexpected explosion of windfalls of income or of notoriety or what it is you invested in being known. That's why this is going to kind of exponentially spiral pretty crazy, especially as soon as Mars goes into Pluto and Venus follows up too. All right. In Aquarius. So once we now get into Pisces, this is going to have you quite literally manifest the full experience of the rewards of the completion of the harvest. This is literally your dream coming true, quite literally. And it's timed very well because this is going to change your beliefs as you are seeing the results of the investments you made on yourself. Even if these were simple investments, as much as just reading more, taking more time to really talk to yourself. Luna, yes, you can send a Venmo. That is totally fine. I think my Venmo is also at the Peace Dealer. I apologize for not including it. I'm going to include it there. So that's basically it. By the time we start to experience the powerful element of your dreams and the full experience of where you believe all this wealth belongs, this is going to really give you a powerful experience towards, of course, everything you've ever wished. Amy and Michi, I got your request for the tarot card draw. I got you. Okay. So it's very important because you did the work already. You did the work. You did the work. All you're doing now is just completing this harvest. This is you completely experiencing it. Not everyone really, some people invested too late. They didn't believe in themselves early enough. So they're still getting the harvest. They're just not getting as much as they could. Some of you took the plunge full card immediately. You're going to get as much as you can. And this is going to be amazing. All right. Because now the eclipse in Aries is a point of activation that transcends you from the direction you had just moved in. Case in point, you had originally by this point last year, you just created a lemonade shop. You moved in that direction, but now you're no longer just someone with a simple lemonade shop. Now you got a whole booth and store. So it's enabling you to believe in yourself, to take that next step and to activate the secret mission with the eclipse. And you guessed it, guys. This is it. The grand conjunction. This is once in a lifetime, baby. Sun, Jupiter, Uranus, Venus in its dignity. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. And 29 degrees Neptune. And this is where, like, yeah, at this stage, your self-esteem is so evolved. Your authenticity and confidence intimidates others who, in their insecurity, because they're literal bitches, will attempt to name call you, shame you. And it's just not going to work because you have so much value within yourself. The opinions of sheep do not really get to a wolf. They don't get to a lion. All right, you have these cowardly lions out here wearing these crowns that talk a good talk but are afraid to say it in your face. We call those cowardly lions. They know who they are. Okay, they like to talk about other people, but let them have to say it to their face. They're not gonna do it. Cowards. Ha! Hilarious. And so this is going to produce the worth of your work. By their fruit you shall know them. You shall sow what you reap. Sorry, you shall reap what you sow. Hilani, welcome to the gang. Welcome to God Squad. Okay. God Squad members have access to the Cosmic Energy tune-ups. So when I do the Cosmic Energy tune-up for Aquarius season, you'll have access to that. And the extended Magic Moon message is available for you to check out too. So yeah, and the next one I'm going to do too. So with that being said, why do you think people like to feed pigeons and shoot eagles? Because people don't ever want to see you do better than what they're at. I stole that line from Fonte, by the way. He rapped about that. I completely stole that bar. But like, yes, like it's one of my favorite bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you think motherfuckers try to feed pigeons but try to shoot eagles? Something like that. Something like that. So, you know, just keep that in mind, because the quality that you are activating here is everything you set this up for. And this is what's going to bring in the Jupiter Gemini transit. What we want to look at is the full-on 29. This is it. This is the height of intuition here. The full-on 29-degree Neptune sextiling Jupiter, which is going to evolve the natural quality with which you can feel your imagination on hand and manifest just like that. This is the axis of instant manifestation, guys. Tied in with your desire and pleasure. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's coming and I can feel it, especially if you're a fixed sign. Oh, shout out to the Jupiter returns. Yeah, if you're a mutable sign, congrats. And for you fixed signs, like Jupiter in Taurus was definitely focused on getting them angular themes up. Damn. You trying to burn me, fire? Jesus. Okay. So this is it, guys. This is it. By May, once we're in June, Jupiter in Gemini is going to bring the effects of this new stage of evolution. So the first stage is Jupiter in Aries, Taurus, and Gemini activation. This is what has strengthened the evolution of your body to prepare you to step into the new world order when Saturn and Neptune go into Aries and Uranus goes into Gemini. Okay. Jupiter trine Pluto, it's going to kick off. Remember how in 2020 it kicked off in the summer? Yeah. You heard it from your boy. I'm not the only one to tell you this, though. So, yeah, that's it. That in a nutshell is the transit focus. I didn't want to go too in to each kind of aspect. I just wanted to show you per season the phase of how basically Scorpio season harvested the conjunction we had in Aries, how Aquarius, Leo season began to integrate it, Scorpio season harvested it, and Aquarius season is going to complete it. And then we activate in Taurus, and that's going to activate the revolution for you. So everything up into this point, I want you to really be mindful of what is it, because maybe I feel like some of you are not aware that you're sitting on a gold mine. And what we don't want to do is for you to give away your power and energy to those who wish they had your creativity, They had your aura, your energy. Some people are real life vampires out here. They're not creative at all. They have to get by stealing content from others, acting like they're in any way talented. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to change the status quo. This is going to more than even the playing field. This is going to enrich quality within you that is necessary for you to now evolve the magical abilities through Gemini that you activate. All right. This is going to strengthen the power of your word because your conviction and wealth in yourself is that much stronger. And you're going to be kicking ass. All right. So there you go. Now it's about identifying the gold mine. And that's everything that now, since you have cleared the way for, it's literally now to Pisces season is you just collecting your treasure. That's it. And then you're going to activate how you want to move forward with that. Okay. So yeah. I'm going to do the live readings right now. But before I do that, I want to really speak more on what you can do. So now that we've spoken on the math of this, right? I have manifestation video in the link below, no action needed, an ultimate guide to the law of assumption. So I know I'm talking about the law of assumption a lot. I'm going to be talking about this so much more, and magic, all right, and how they're all tied together. So what I broke down was the math. If you keep on doing what you're doing, everyone around the world is going to, at some level, innovate their sense of self-worth. And the way that they express that will be seen through the fruit they produce. Okay. Now let's take this to the next level. For those of you who are mature enough to practice the law of assumption, and you understand that you are the creator of your own reality, okay, and that you know how to enter a state of consciousness to bring into reality what you have claimed and decided you see. This is for those of you who don't let reality whoop your ass. You're not like, oh, I'm seeing this in my 3D, so I believe this. No, this is what I want in my reality, and I come from this position. Okay. For those of you who want resources, I have the links down below. I feel like some people don't realize this actually works. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you talk about law of assumption to people, some of them act like, okay, yeah, it's something I'll think about. And it's like, you don't think about opening a treasure chest and taking out as much money as you want. Like, I don't think people realize this shit works instantly. It's not some shit you wait. Oh, this will work. It works as soon as you do it. Like, the shit, you can change your whole life in one decision. So for those of you who have been putting in the work in your neural pathways to overcome a programming of your brain that limited you, you are going to be seeing rapid acceleration of this that will complete in a month. Especially for those of you who have been feeling, oh, I've been practicing this. I don't see any evidence of it. I don't see any evidence of it working. You do not perceive more than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum. So, like, you have no idea how much movement has been happening behind the scenes and in front of your face. The completion of this is going to show you 9+ months worth of, no, there was everything to show that it's been working. So it's like you have been doing the work intrinsically. And that's what I'm saying. Once we step into Gemini, Jupiter, this is going to be the first sign where you start to actually perceive this. Jupiter Aries, Jupiter Taurus, it's intrinsic. It's auto nervous. It requires faith. Okay. Last time Jupiter was in Gemini, that's when all these conspiracy theories came out that we found out later were not theories. People started to wake up. It was starting to see it. This is going to happen again, but at a collective level that the whole world is going to wake up. I want you to think that 10 years ago, a Rube Goldberg machine was quite literally set off. And individuals set off dominoes that over the past 10 years has now reached collectively and is waking everyone up. And then we're going to do it again. So this is such a pivotal period For those of you who understand your God power within you, this Jupiter Taurus will be your financial revolution because you're going to be able to manifest instantly. Some of you, especially at the Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius, Cap, Pisces end, you're already seeing things, thinking things, and it's happening. You're already closing the gap of the causality between your ideas and thoughts and what happens rapidly. This is not a phenomena that's going to become less common. It's going to be your everyday because this is your power. This is the natural ability you've had since birth. It is your birthright. On top of other abilities that the strengthening of your five senses with Jupiter and Uranus will facilitate with and for you. Okay. Because of the unconventionality of Uranus, you have to understand that you are existing at a frequency and expressing gifts and talents that to other people, they do not believe you're being serious. They probably believe you're being fraudulent. They probably believe you're delusional. It's literally like explaining quantum physics and rocket science to somebody who doesn't even know how to count or literally speak with the alphabet. There's a disconnect. You may have overtly been trying to prove yourself to people who don't deserve your time. You quite literally been casting pearls to swine. And thankfully, as you are now harvesting this completion, your actions will speak for you. There's nothing that you could say that the product of what you've manifested will not say and show for you, especially with the receipts. And for some people, this is going to inspire this disgust because they cannot admit it with their cognitive dissonance, but you have leveled up beyond them. You have shown that you have intrinsic value that is more secure than theirs. And so they'll be like sore losers, wanting to get a reaction from you, wanting to call you names, wanting to try and literally preach to their choir because they need to, suck each other's dicks and coddle their egos just to get a reaction from you. And this royal Taurus energy is going to have you be completely unbothered because you know yourself. Holla at your boy. Holla at your girl. And that's it. That's it. So just letting you know, this is definitely going to be the natural counterpart to making real everything that you've been awakening. And with that being said, we're going to end this transit talk here, and I'm going to start doing the live readings. Okay. Marlon, thank you for sending your chart. I'm trying to see. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to do the charts first, and then I'm going to do the tarot cards. Okay. So with that being said, first we have Monica. Monica, this is really dope, especially for those of you born, I think late 80s, and then circling back around 2001, 2002. For those of you who have Jupiter and Gemini, and Nina, I got you. Appreciate you. I got your chart. For those of you who have Sun in Gemini, Moon in Gemini, Gemini rising, even Mars and Venus, but specifically Jupiter Gemini, if you're coming into a Jupiter Gemini return, this might be top 5 Jupiter Gemini returns. that we'll have. Just Jupiter returns, top 5 Jupiter returns of the cycle. Like if you were to take Jupiter going through each sign, like for instance, Jupiter Gemini in 2012 was such a good Jupiter transit, and it wasn't even top 5. It wasn't even top 5 Jupiter transits. So this year, this cycle though, Jupiter Gemini is top 5 Jupiter transits. And it's also top 5 Jupiter return transits. So for those of you who have any Gemini energy, but especially Jupiter and Gemini, that is something that's going to be very amazing, because what really got in the way of the Jupiter Gemini last time was Neptune in Pisces. So Monica, I'm sure you'll experience, and any one of you with Jupiter Gemini energy, you will have experienced that since 2012. And Monica, please confirm this for me. You came into realizations that were far too ahead of their time, because Neptune was a bit of a false narrative to almost gaslight you into thinking it was too crazy or completely delusional. Versus now, this Jupiter return is literally confirming everything that you had thought. And I want to say it like that because 2012, you already knew. And then by 2015, Jupiter in Virgo, this was you feeling, okay, let me see if I can analyze data. Let me see if I can try and prove it for real life. And you're starting to realize that you never had to do that. You already knew. That's how cold Jupiter Gemini is. Like, you were able to, especially you, Monica, with the Sagittarius opposition as well. And so I love this because that's what this represents. Jupiter and Taurus in your 8th house, by the way, is innovating those boundaries for not only your investments and wealth to quadruple, but this is Jupiter and Gemini returning is now people ready to hear it, because now Pluto is in Aquarius and Neptune is getting ready to go into Aries and Uranus is getting ready to go into Gemini. So this is what is going to clear all this disillusionment, and all of that retroactively is now going to look good on y'all. Because see, whereas other people were outright cowards, Monica, you said you had to keep your mouth shut, but you still spoke up. You still spoke up. And those of you who spoke up and at the moment gained penalties because, of course, this made you look a certain way, now people are going to remember, oh shit, we called you crazy for this, but you already said this back then. And now it's like all of that time you had to spend being treated like that gets reversed. Doesn't mean that those same people will like you more or anything. They may be reluctant, but it returns. Okay. It crystallizes so much more the expertise that you kind of set up. But really, this Jupiter Taurus for you, wealth, so much wealth, especially because you're progressed in a Scorpio. So this is also going to really solidify the value of what partnerships you're building, innovating. And yeah, I think it's going to, by the time it comes back around to Scorpio season, really harvest a lot of those investments. And congratulations in advance. All right. So next we have Lady Nina. All right. Thank you very much. This is, oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to give you, I don't know if I gave this to you already, but I just am very appreciative that you live your archetype, because Nina, you're, and this is really beautiful to have watched how you've kind of shown the way, because I don't know if people know this about Nina, but like Nina changed your whole life. And now I'm seeing it in the chart. Like Nina is well trained in medicines and magic and creating a transformative experience that will quite literally give you what you need. And it's amazing because I think a large part of the past 12 years since Jupiter Gemini in 2012 was you initiating yourself into this understanding and doing the steps that have to be made. So fast forward to now, the vibe I'm getting with you is you've completed a hardcore element of it's almost as if like you finished college, spiritual college, and now it's time for you to integrate everything you've known to really put people on. And it doesn't mean that the learning doesn't stop, but I'm mind blown. Your moon, your moon right on the DC in Taurus, and then you have Pluto right on your rising in Scorpio, and then mastermind Mercury. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh wow, you psychic. So you be channeling too. All right, so and then you got the Jupiter square. So yeah. So this is just really beautiful because you're taking 6 months of evolution since 2018 and you're harvesting it relative to integrating how naturally you can bring this real value and transformation towards other people. And that's what's going to make the eighth house return amazing, to not only evolve a lot of your spirit and give you the results of this natural quality, but with Uranus bringing this innovation, we want to take into account that Saturn is squaring your Saturn. That is what's having you integrate 7 years worth of activating your Saturn return and karma since 2017. 7 years is now 2024. Now we've reached a 90-degree angle. So this integration is going to enable you to very creatively bring this more out to other people. Everything you've learned in this expertise, it's helping you harvest this manifestation once again with all the second house energy you have. Now it's going to go through, like, your planets are really wild, like Uranus square Jupiter 20 degrees, and you said what you said about Saturn right now. So the feel of this is the hard work really is over. Now this is you hitting your stride and having fun with it. It's like if you the vision I had is like you went through grueling, I don't have to say pain, but purging to really get yourself to this stage. Now you're helping and facilitating other people to do it. Now stuff that you learned, on the fly. It's like fun. You're getting able to create this more as a talent. And this is going to bring that official quality with this too. This is going to really prepare for such a much greater change in your perspective as Jupiter will go into Gemini next year. But the Jupiter Taurus has a lot to do with, this natural manifestation of your worth. This is you harvesting the fruit based on all the work you've done since 2012 and then again 2018 to fully bring it in and harvest that from first house to seventh house. Boom. All right. Beautiful, by the way. And I just sent you the alien construct article that you could read for, of course, your Pluto rising, the Pluto instrument alien. Woo! Bethany Luna, let's go. I got you. Let's see what we got. First of all, we see you're born 93. So congrats for the Saturn return, Capricorn gang. Okay. I have to do a documentary for Capricorn men and especially women born after 95. I don't consider you human at all. And, now you're all of age. So your powers are finally harvesting. And we just need to know. We just need to know. What's it been like? I know y'all been not hiding, but so yeah. Just if I contact you, any of y'all, just know me asking the questions. All right. So we know shit. So we know, boom. Late 80s too. You late 80s Cap. So yeah, I'm coming for you too. So we know you were born. You a transformer. Moon Leo Sun Cap. I like it. Congrats on finishing your Saturn return. That's the most important thing we want to look at right now, because a large portion of Jupiter's transit is squaring your Saturn. So y'all need to understand that Saturn Aquarians born in the 90s are nothing like Saturn Aquas who were born in the 60s or before that in the 30s. Okay. The Saturn Aquas born in the 90s, they have Pluto Scorpio. They're about done with this matrix, like completely. So it's beautiful that you've manifested the total knowledge that you will be able to move forward with. If you think about your capacity to know, you've reached that maximum frame state rate. I just made that word up, but this is definitely speaking towards, as a Capricorn sun, not only your capacity to manifest through this knowledge, but to turn that into an ability, to turn that into this very extraordinary, strong quality of your mind and attitude, which people can mistaken for stubbornness. It's not that you're stubborn, it's that other people are dumb as fuck and they think you're stupid, and you're not stupid. It is what it is. So Pluto has already awakened. Oh my goddess. I need to give you the alien construct. Bethany, the audacity. This is why I have to do the documentary. Bethany, Luna, you have Sun conjunct Neptune, and I see your rising is Cancer. So 3:58, is it? It's PM. There we go. Okay, so this is even crazier. So you just bring this front street to other people. No offense, Luna, but you have Sun conjunct Uranus and Neptune and Mercury. So you know you're a goddess. Like, you know you're an alien goddess. And as a Cancer rising, you're like the priestess that just brings that light to them. And so, yeah, we're going to have to do a documentary. I'm definitely going to feature you in that. The audacity. Like, I don't know how y'all just even decided to exist, because you show up on people and you just awaken them. And Pluto has been in your seventh. So the extreme quality of how intensely you awaken others rubs people the wrong way, because you're not a fake bitch. You're super real. You have a queen within you. And I think people hate your sincerity, because whereas they're expecting a slap on the wrist, you are going to keep it more than 100 with people. And that for some reason might make you the bad guy. And I don't, even though you feel like the hero, you got the Leo moon, you have Chiron on your moon. So your soul literally bleeds vulnerably. Like, you literally wear your emotions on your sleeve. It's your value. It's, you are a soul healer. Okay. So it's a lot to be said that now with Jupiter in Taurus, this is quite literally manifesting the harvest of everything you've been putting in work since 2014. Jupiter in Gemini is going to kind of reevaluate and release and surrender the end of this harvest. But by golly, this is powerful. You have a very powerful chart. The South Node is on your Jupiter. So you have social support you've created, because I see, guys, like, if you ever see someone's chart and they have like Sun conjunct Neptune and Uranus in Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, or Pisces, you have to run. These people are not human. And I'm not really trying to like joke. Oh, Tiana, welcome to the gang. This is like wild shit. And like, it's amazing, Luna. It's incredible, actually, because you have awakened matter manipulation potential. Saturn in the 8th house is a gangster that jukes people for their knowledge. Like, nobody can finesse you. And that's why Saturn your whole life has had a very harsh relationship, whether through your mom and dad, with your feelings, because you were born, even though you are the gangster Capricorn, you were born with a very expressive, passionate Leo moon. And that Saturn in Aquarius had to prepare you. Like, you can't expect people to show you love. You can't expect people to show you love. People are going to try and hate on you. You're not even that cold for real. You're not even like that. And this could have felt like, damn, this person hates you. But Saturn was preparing you for this moment your whole life, where now no one can take advantage of how much your soul bleeds through your heart. And you have the passion, but you also have the intellect post Saturn return of how it is you protect yourself, protect your neck. And really, it is definitely a path less traveled. But the reason why it's important is your MC and North Node are being aspected. So you are destined to come into this success, and you'll be aware of this in April. So congratulations. Jupiter in Taurus is the manifestation of the fertile ground with which you can quite literally express your talents with this individual group of friends or value, or it really could just be money. It really could just be money that you manifest. The 11th house transit is capping off the completion of this. It's just you are going to be aware of this, of how much more creative you can be with the right people, and who really opens up your creativity versus stifles it. Oh, no. I need to give you this alien construct article. Woo! All right. So Marlon, I got you, and Tiffany, I got you, and Heather, I got you. Okay. Let's see. So first we have Heather. All right, Heather, thank you for everything you shared. And it's good to know your rising is in Scorpio as well. Namely because not only are you, like, a lot of what I kind of got from your message is everything you've kind of set up so far. Your bachelor's degree, the variety of art in different mediums, all the different work you're doing, right? So the reason why I wanted to highlight that is because Jupiter in Taurus as a Sagittarius sun is you quite literally integrating everything hardcore you set up since 2019. And then as a Scorpio rising, even more since 2018. So that's the first thing we want to kind of establish, especially knowing the major life change you're going through. So it's, oops, I spelled that wrong. So that's one thing you want to really keep in mind. You are quite literally, Heather, on the verge of breakthrough. As soon as, of course, Jupiter finishes through Taurus, it's going to go into Gemini, and that is going to complete 180 degrees of the new cycle you started 2019, and then based on your rising, 2018. So this is where you are getting ready to converge all of that. Jupiter in Taurus has been building sustainability, and with this major life change in September, everything you're doing from now, and it's beautiful because Capricorn season is your house of money, especially in the third house as a Scorpio rising. So this puts you in such a powerful position to quite literally already hit the ground running to add so much more to your value and manifest and all that good jazz. But it's cool because you have already kind of secured whatever wealth is needed leading into May of 2024. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is even crazier because, one, you're also an alien. You're also wow. Like moon, Pluto. Wow. Okay. So you at no point in this told me that you have supernatural psychic power. Wow. All right, hold on, Heather. Please email me because I need to give you a construct. I need to give you a construct article, and we need to get a reading because you told me everything in the notes, but you somehow failed to mention that you're not even human. You're not even human. You have Jupiter and Venus on your Scorpio rising, and Saturn on your DC and Taurus. So you're a gangster. You're a gangster. And then you have 0 degree Sun Neptune in Sagittarius, and then you have Pluto 29 degree and Moon Virgo, 28 degrees. So you're literally the master of ascension. Pluto is trining your Pluto. So like you literally see through the matrix. Your ESP is real. And you quite literally can feel the inner workings of the changing of the material reality and see it as it's happening. You can say like this is ridiculous. This is an aspect of your spirit you manifest. You don't even exist according to science. You are quite literally fantasy. So it's you facilitated your mother's passing, by the way. You help assist the dying in crossing over. And this now is completely different because I was saying everything I was saying generally, but you have Jupiter in Scorpio and then you have Saturn in Taurus. So all of this is already secure. Like there's already hardcore work you've not only put in, you are coming into your next Saturn return in Taurus. So you have concluded so much. And that's why I want to once again bring around the fact that this Jupiter Taurus is a crucial convergence of integrating everything that you set up in place. And that's what's going to push the hump to now have everything automate for you. So there, first of all, too, I highly recommend you take the manifestation videos and practice them because you're so in tune with Sun, Neptune, Sag, you can manifest your visualizations. That will just completely apply everything you want to change in your finances. I really want to push the challenge that there's really nothing you have to do. You kind of set everything up already. So you're going to see finances completely explode. And right now, Jupiter is about 5 degrees. Once it goes 19 degrees, which it will go direct there around like March, April, this is where you're going to see things pick up past the eclipse. And by the time we have the conjunction in May, this is going to start a brand new karmic cycle for you of evolution that completes and harvests what you started 2018. So it's very powerful. It's very, 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 very powerful. I didn't know you were this powerful. In fact, I need to show like this chart is amazing. This is amazing. Sun, Neptune, Moon, Pluto. Wow. Like you're literally the pure queen. You're the pure queen ascended princess. So like you can literally manifest your visions into reality. And I think this is going to help you. See, a lot of it is doubting yourself because of the scientific logic of old world thinking that Pluto is finishing the square of. And so this square between 29 degrees, this trine, is having you fully awaken your soul magic. Okay, and I don't think you ever doubted yourself, to be honest, but it's just how it's any unconscious chains you're releasing. All right, so that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that. So, oh wow. Next, we have Marlon. Fino, thank you. I got your, and Danielle, thank you. I got your PayPal. Fino, thank you. I got your chart. And for those of you who got the tarot readings, I have not forgotten about you. I got you. Yeah. All right. So, Marlon, we know that. Oh my God. Okay, I was about to say. So, Marlon, we see that you are also a goat yourself. Master Aries rising, possibly progressed into natural kingdom. And we see, oh, you're an alien. You're an alien. We see you're the ascended director. Okay. So all you Hades moons, I'm looking at you weird. Okay, it is what it is. I'm saying you the alien construct. Y'all understand too much, too extremely. So that's what we want to look at, Marlon. You have Moon, Pluto, Sagittarius. There's nothing normal about that. That is extreme. And your sun is in Capricorn. So thankfully, what we want to see as a Master Aries rising is Jupiter has initiated this new chapter for you. This is your first house cycle, that at the very end, you will step into the second house. So this is you establishing the direction that you ground the value of your identity through. And as a Capricorn sun, this is this creative space of production that's going to take this great quality of your character and quite literally ground it through your creative manifestation. Now, unlike anyone born before 98, you are new gen. You have Uranus and Neptune in Aquarius. So you're far more advanced than the slow fucks that constitute the older generation. Thankfully, there are many people in the older generation who are not slow at all and they're very advanced, but not everyone has Aquarius energy. So this is enabling you with Saturn, Gemini, oh yeah, you're 2001, to completely awaken more than ever the power of your word and the vocifery that comes from you being overall GOAT. Having Saturn really apply the authority of your word. 2024 is going to bring the evolution of these dynamics, but you want to see this year as your debut, quite literally, because even the conjunction with Aries happened around your rising. So at this stage right now, during the solar return, is you completing that harvest. It's you seeing how far you've taken this evolution. And as this comes around back to conjunct in Taurus, that's going to take this lemonade stand analogy relative to how you brand yourself with it. And once you've kind of established it all through Gemini, it's money, son. And see, unlike other Gemini second houses, you have Saturn here. So you already have the totality and authority of value. You've already put in the work for that. You're going to see instant stability, instant liquidity. Even if it's just an idea that leads to this as well. Something to keep in mind. Okay. So yeah, appreciate you, Marlon. So let's see. All right, I'm actually going to pull the tarot as well. Oh, Sabrina. Okay, so I asked about my love life. I just finished a relationship. And I love this question. Let me tell you why. Should I go out there and look for something or give it time and let things come to me? Okay, so Sabrina, I have a link in I have a link in the description box below called No Action Needed. Watch the manifestation videos. For any one of you who want this insight in your love life, you can manifest your partner right now. All right. I know people don't necessarily believe in it. It's worked for me. The reason why I'm single is because I want to be single. Okay. I know this shit. I've accidentally flirted my way in so many relationships, but like once you are dead set on what it is you want, it always comes to you, even if you go out to it. If you go out and get it, it's still going to come to you while you're going to get it. So I highly recommend that you watch the links in the description box below, specifically the No Action Needed. As far as should I go out there and look for something or give it time and let things come to me, it's important for you to know that it's not either or. It's whatever you want. So it's not like that will happen or that will happen. If you want to go out and look for it, you should do that because that's what you want to do. Not necessarily, is it in order? Yes, it is in order. It is in order. I was going to do the chart readings first, but I'm just going to do it in order now, just so the people with tarot don't wait too long. But yeah, Sabrina, if you want to do it, it's because you want to do it. If you want it to come to you, it's because you want to do it. Basically, what you need to do is just decide you got a boo, and that's it. That's it. It's that easy. It's that easy. And people just don't believe in themselves. People don't believe that they can really create like that. I can speak from real experience because the universe smacked me in the face when I doubted my power. So I know it works. But yeah, so without pulling the tarot card, I'm just letting you know, if you want to go out there and look for something, decide you'll find it, and you will. If you want to let it come to you, let it come to you. But let me tell you something. There's no time. You don't have to give it time. If you want it now, it'll come now. If you want it later, it'll come later. Okay, so just making sure that's clear. I just wanted to let you know that. And if you want the resources for how, I got the links in the description box below. And if you need the link, just shoot me an email and I got you. So the underlying theme we have for you is possibilities. Quite literally, this is the Wheel of Fortune. So you are being guided by fate. You want to flirt with abandon. You don't want to overthink this. Just set the intention to experience what you want to experience. And you do have luck on your side, being at the right place at the right time in the right moment. And the card that we have is strength. The more you tap into your courage, the more you're having fun, the more you tap into what brings you passion. This is just going to align you as you step into your goddess strength and energy and sexuality and lust. And this is going to pretty much just lead you directly into what it is you want. So the strength card is a card that is great if you want fun and frolics. If you really just want to express your passion, it's definitely assuring that you will. Okay, beautiful. So next we have Amy looking for insight on finances and the energies. Okay, let's do that. Quite literally. Shout out to Force Fairy Tarot, who hooked me up with these tarot cards. Pokemon deck. Shout out to the Pokemon deck. All right. I'm going to use the Hermetic Tarot. I feel you, Tiffany. Facts. I do. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So we have the High Priestess. So, Amy, the first thing as an underlying theme as far as the energies is you are ahead of the time, ahead of the curve, meaning you have an intuitive understanding of what's happening before it's happening. Synchronicities are guiding and aiding these observations, these feelings, syncing your moods with news you hear moments later. And it's the perpetual message to completely trust your intuition because this is you. And I love it. The Priestess of the Silver Star. So you're tapped in very powerfully. And all you need to do is tap in however you feel you want to be your guide, because this is what's going to pretty much beat reality in how you feel actually playing out. And it's a really self-assuring position. Lots of revelation through this understanding. And if you ever need guidance, just go within. All right. So we do have the Queen of Pentacles. This is literally you. This is literally you, Miss Taurus Queen. I can't make this up. Queen of the Thrones of the Earth. And the reason why this is important is you want insight on your finances. Well, Jupiter going through your sign is not only beefing up the quality of your wealth, it's enabling you to just move forward and command it with so much more power. So greater financial management. Queen of Pentacles is assuring more wealth, and that's what you came into it with. Now we also have the Three of Wands. I love this. This is going to be Aries season, so we're going to kick this off in April, but this is also for right now. Three of Wands is saying you're directing your finances towards new enterprises. Your ships are coming in. Any long-term plans you've been working on, you're seeing more evidence of it's working, and you're getting ready to implement both short and long term. But this is just beautiful because I think a lot of what you were envisioning and intuiting regarding this, you're just going to see like exceeding your expectations, coming through, working smooth, all that. Okay. And oh my goodness. By the way, guys, this is the same Amy who usually buys readings for certain people because she's a queen. Guess what the last card we got was? 10 of Pentacles. I can't make this up. I am mind blown. So we have the Queen, the 3, and the 10, and you were asking about finances. You are establishing even more lifelong wealth, passive income, retirement, and inheritance. And what I like here is that with the Three of Wands, it's not really something that just falls into your lap out of nowhere. This is based off of plans that you've executed and work that you've established. And I love it. I love it. I'm so mind blown. We got the 10 of Pentacles. And of course, we have the High Priestess here in the bottom. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love it. I love it. This is giving powerful Queen Goddess energy. It's like you're heavily the matriarch. And guess what I pulled under the High Priestess? The Emperor. So it's like you're secure, you're set. This is powerful. This is powerful. And it's you, the queen, making this money too. It's not like you're getting it all from the Emperor. This is all you. This is powerful. This is really beautiful. So wow. And I think that's a really good understanding of the Sag transit, or the Jupiter transit for sure. So next we have Michi the Queen. What does Spirit want me to know? Let's see. Amy, thank you. I feel like just even reading your reading gave a lot of hope. And I think that's the High Priestess element. Like it's just reflecting back how much you turn everything to gold and bless other people. So Michi, we have the Magician. Yep. All right. So this isn't even the main card. What Spirit wants to know is you have idiots trying to figure out what you do. It's like how like Michi, you are magic. You are ascended. So like you really got it like that. You can literally just snap your fingers and change someone's life and give someone the right insight. And the vision that I'm having for you, Michi, is like certain people looked at what you did like you were some kind of fraud, because like they couldn't wrap themselves around to believe that what you're doing is real work. To them, they believe it doesn't exist. They think it's some kind of bullshit. So the fact that you are on goddess time as usual and it's every day to you, to these people, they're not used to that. So it's almost as if they're reluctantly admitting, wow, you really are as magic as you say. And it's causing them to resent you, because now your existence is proving wrong their whole world model and everything they may have prided themselves on believing, because they're that stupid for believing that magic don't even exist like that. You have to be an idiot to believe that. So here you go, completely showing them that there's so much more about life they don't know. And that's a lot of what Spirit is saying. Like, continue to just keep working that magic. The Magician is you fully expressing your capabilities and stepping into that. It could even be being the one and manifesting the one. And we do have the Ace of Wands. I can't make this up. Damn, I can't make this up. You did it again. Boom. So like, this is it. Brand new opportunity. Spirit wants you to know, say yes. This is a brand new movement forward, and it's coming from you. This is hot off the press. You can make this whatever it is you want. So I think it's time for you to just really move forward with it, step forward with it. I feel like that was a gift to everybody too, especially pulling this magician. There's just so much potential and virality here. So yeah, congratulations in advance once again. I think this is you literally manifesting your will at will, tangibly. This is you becoming a creator. I'm looking at literally creating and manifesting things out of thin air. So very powerful. Okay. So next we have, all right, Robin, I got your Cash App, and let me see. Robin, I'm assuming you're Shine Your Light. Tiffany, you are next. Yeah. Shine Your Light. I got you. All right, perfect. Boom. So, boom, shaka laka. Okie dokie. Okay, I see you, Linus. You've joined the queue. All right, so next we have Tiffany. Possibly focus on relationships. Twin flame, no contact. Well, we know your sign is Leo. So Tiffany, as a Leo, Saturn already went through your 7th house. Let's see. We see that your rising is Gemini. Oh, Cancer. You got Jupiter in the 7th. So Pluto's out your 7th. All right. It's gonna start to oppose, but you're new gen. You'll be all right. You got Uranus and Taurus. Okay, so here's the thing. Because you are new generation, the universe is a lot less compromising on your ability to just use your abilities. Okay, you got Uranus in Aquarius, so like you as a part of the new generation, your capacity to channel and just know information is instant, whereas people have to process it. So if you are serious about manifesting the relationship you want, okay, as a Cancer rising, Saturn has already finished out your 8th house. That was the spiritual warfare transit. You finished Pluto in your 7th. Okay. So if you are serious about twin flame reunion, watch the YouTube videos below. You'll see in the YouTube video description box below, I have manifestation video, no action needed, and the ultimate guide. I want you to watch the ultimate guide to the law of assumption and also the no action needed. You can watch the no action needed video first. Right now, the new moon we activated is in your 7th house of partnerships. So you have just activated a brand new cycle of partnerships. It's not a coincidence that you want me to focus on relationships because you are awakening the consequence of this evolution. Okay. You are also destined to come into success because your MC is being activated. Even though it's in Aquarius, your 10th house is still Aries, regardless of how your houses look. So if you watch the no action needed video and the ultimate guide to the law of assumption, and if you apply that now that we have activated, okay, this new moon, and you practice it for 2 weeks, in less than 2 weeks, you will manifest this twin flame reunion. Normally, there could be karmic delays, but you've cleared Saturn through your 7th and Pluto's out of your 7th. Like, everything is ready. So you don't even need to watch those videos. Just decide that's it. That's it. Okay. But as far as Jupiter and Taurus is concerned, this is manifesting the environment with which you can sustain a relationship with friends and associates that not only belong with you, but as a Leo, this is what's going to establish the success that you could achieve with the right people. All right. Everything that you've worked on at such a young age, too, is coming to fruition because you are the master golden queen. Okay. Virgo moon, Leo sun, no joke. King Von was a Virgo moon, Leo sun. Y'all are some of the realest Leos, the realest performers. All right. It kind of grounds a lot of your passion. But because you have finished this psychic attack, spiritual warfare chapter, that's cleared the way not only for you to facilitate greater relationships, but you also have Pluto at the tail end, the beginning of Sag. So it's going to start to sextile your Pluto, and that's what's going to open up so much more potential for you. So yeah, I highly recommend you check out at least the no action needed video, and you will see results if you just apply it immediately, because you're a very magical manifester since you have the Taurus signature. Okay. Next, we have Pheno. Lord Pheno. All right. So, Pheno, we know that you have the very powerful Capricorn rising. Jesus. That awakening is very pivotal, my friend, because Pluto is squaring your Venus and North node, and because the nodes are opposing your nodes, this is a quintessential breakthrough and breakout of your status as an artist. As, correct me if I'm wrong, Pheno, but I feel like you're finally ready to awaken the direction you want to take your artistry. It should almost feel like up until this point, you've been realizing you're talented and you've just been expressing your talents. You've always known what kind of artist you want to be. But now, relative to all this experience, this is opening the doorway for you to fully push forward a new definition of how exactly you want to express yourself as an artist, because this is going to take all of the work you've done up until this point and create the foundation for you to build a stronger fan base. And now that Jupiter is going through your 5th house, it is transforming the quality of your literal creativity, especially with your MC in Scorpio. This is literally innovating how much creative you can be at in spaces that allow you to, you know what I'm saying, like ground your talent. This Jupiter transit is innovating how much more talented you are, especially in light of technology that innovates production. So this is allowing you to really invest in facets of what you love that will not only grow your wealth, but is directly connected to the transformation of your success. You're also going through a Saturn return during this period. So you're going to start to activate that later on this year, like at the end of this year. And it's going to be quite literally dope. By the time we step into the eclipse in April, that's what's going to have you complete the solar return eclipse and start to move in that personal direction. The name of the game is to not play for the crowd. This is enabling. And I think that was a lot of what you did before. You developed your talents very amazingly by being aware of what society wants and knowing how to play to the crowd. Now it's time to do what you want. You were doing what you wanted before, but now it's time to cultivate that sound that comes from you. And now that you know how to do what you're destined to do, you can come back around and make both work for you. And that's very powerful because once again, you have Jupiter in Sagittarius. So once it goes into Gemini and makes the 180-degree opposition, this is going to begin to harvest the return you had in 2019. And that's going to begin to integrate your lifestyle around how you will already begin to see, all of this kind of work together for you. Okay. So yeah, much appreciated. I really love your 10th house. Like you're definitely an influencer. You're an original artist like T.I. and Cardi B. So like you're destined to really leave your stamp in society. And I think it's beautiful because given that you are the 95 arc, the 80s are washed. No offense. Like all these artists born in the 80s, they're starting to end their career. You guys are up. Like you 90s kids, you late 90s kids, you're up. You're the next ones up. So like it's beautiful. No offense. Like Nicki Minaj, 80s, Drake, 80s, they're starting to get old. You know what I'm saying? Like they're J. Cole, they're getting washed. It's like you guys did your thing, you know what I'm saying? But now it's all the people, the Sexy Reds, the Ice Spices, all the people born in the late 90s. It's y'all turn. You guys are here to create the new sound. And it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see. I love it. Okay. Next, we have Danielle. Okay. Quick chart reading for upcoming money matters. Got you. So, Danielle, this is actually really exciting because you recently had your natal return. It's been less than a year since you've had your nodal return. Okay. It has been less than 365 days. So by the time we come back around to that point, Jupiter will long since already have been direct and have passed that North Node. We also want to take into account that your Saturn has started integrating. So since 2017, you have now reached a 90-degree Saturn square. Okay. And we've already established you are like a legendary Pokemon, a legendary psychic Pokemon like Mew or Mewtwo that is just so strong it might frighten people, but you're pretty much an elite at the top of the game. Okay, be outside of this. So I want to really just set all this up at first because the 90-degree angle is getting ready to integrate all the karma you've activated for this lifetime. And this is giving you the experience to see those seeds grow through the ground, changing the focus of how much less you need to work and how much more abundance you come into. And that's where Jupiter and Taurus is very important because Jupiter going through your 6th house is having you integrate the lifestyle of your routine around how much stronger your relationships are with other people and around how much more space you hold to fulfill your destiny of integrating grounded quality for people you're with. Even if in service, it doesn't have to be anyone you're with long term, but this is the service you have to individuals. You have this transcendent wisdom that comes from the most genius, knowledgeable place. And what makes this very key is you are born with Jupiter on your moon. So this square with Taurus is taking everything you reactivated in 2021 and it is making it real. A lot of the attitude and mindset of what you thought was possible, you're integrating it. So a lot of the money nature for you is automating income through a routine and work structure that we are seeing Jupiter smoothing out. So before May, if it was rough, by the time we get back to May of 2024, it's automatic, it's smooth. You're starting a brand new cycle to now bring this to your 7th house in Gemini and complete 6 months worth of evolution that you're going to now integrate towards other people to bring out and harvest success. So for all intents and purposes, May is bringing in the harvest of 6+ years worth of work and the work is done. the only thing that's left is to account for the final part of this integration based off of what you have already established with the nodal return. And now that you're integrating the Saturn square, this is what's going to change elements of what you no longer needed to do in activating, right? Like when you just start to take a college course, you have to take, a lot of the beginning courses, but once you start to specialize and integrate what you're doing, there's so much, there's more intensive work, but a lot less work you had to do before. I'm sorry, that was weird to explain, but yeah. So I just kind of wanted to share that, especially because we know that as a Scorpio sun, Jupiter is opposite you and Uranus is also going to innovate this. So Uranus here is forcing you to manifest a routine that is completely unconventional and not normal. And with Jupiter, that looks like not having to work to get paid, fully automating your income and working minimally, not because you're not, working bad as hard. You worked already. You did all the work you have to do. And now it's kind of catching up to you. And now you can innovate it. So now that we are in Capricorn season coming around into your second house of money, this is you moving into that direction to manifest what you're worth. And I feel like Aquarius season will help you know what direction to move things in by the time we have the eclipse in Aries. All right. The Pars of Fortune and Pisces season is going to be aspected by Saturn. So really every week along the way coming into May of 2024 is just going to be more rewarding. But I would say as of now, the second house Capricorn is manifesting the attitude around what you've harvested, what the liquidity looks like, what you can kind of do more with. And this new moon is a new cycle of this wealth you'll be manifesting, which I think is really dope. Okay. So the upcoming money matters I feel like you'll be dealing with is integrating these finances and being prepared to allocate so much more that Aquarius season will help you know what it is you've manifested. And then by the time we get to Aries, you're moving into that direction. So anything you don't know, even though you were born with the knowledge, Moon Aqua, you will be re-aware of February. And that's going to kind of complete really this understanding. And congratulations. So next we have Exile. Exile, we see that your sun is in Taurus. So your spirit is evolving and will reach this exactness in March, April, when the sun gets the eclipse in Aries. That's when Jupiter will be on your sun. And then 2024 post May, Jupiter is going to evolve your soul. I think by September, October, it'll start to retrograde and it's going to reach there. Okay. So you're getting a soul and spirit evolution. Just wanted to say that. Mercury, your brain is evolving. Mars, your actions are evolving. And this is Teflon. You're a very strong individual. So I get the sense that it's very hard to phase you, and that can piss people off who desperately need to manipulate you. And yet there's nothing I can do. You have your rising at the end of Virgo. So Saturn is, of course, strengthening your relationships with others. And it's having you go through these oppositions, but you're going to feel that more near the end of the transit. Since most of your first house is Libra, this is going to put yourself in the position to very much so capitalize from the healing you are triggering directly from other people, because we do have the South Node in your first house, and we do have the North Node and Chiron in your seventh house. So you've evolved what more you can accomplish with people. And this is putting you in a position to transform your investments and enable yourself to direct and manifest the values upon which you not only draw boundaries, but set your philosophy. This could sponsor an upgrade of higher education, especially if you're becoming a teacher or indirectly, naturally teaching people things. But what we want to see here is the aspect made with your Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius. This is going to transform a lot more how magically you're able to interpret meaning for others, because Jupiter and Taurus ground so much more with clarity a whole lot of what you've already manifested and brought into reality. A lot of how those perspectives before this transit were just in your head, and now how people are calling you genius because it looks like you knew the truth and you've seen it the whole time, that kind of thing. So that's really the most important thing I would say about this. You are going through a very powerful evolution of spirit, and you are a spirit teacher. Even though your son probably falls into the 8th house, you are a spirit teacher. You teach people finance. Well, I'm not. You teach people value and worth, whether that's financially or not. There's a way you can indirectly teach people about finances without talking about finances at all. But as a Gemini moon, you are an angel, so you are the true producer. Okay, as a master critic. And it's beautiful. This is really also bringing out to a harvest all the work you've done. So as a Virgo rising, you're going to evolve as Jupiter will expand your legacy, getting ready to go through your 10th house over the next year and a half. And this is kind of bringing this feeling of completion. And yes, you teach Reiki. I love this because Reiki is energy and Taurus is natural energy. So you have a very grounded way to break down exactly how naturally, and you are natural at this, people can really harness their energy. And this is what Uranus has been innovating in your 9th house to show people the results of, with you having Uranus next to your sun and you being an angel and Jupiter in Sagittarius. People who are taking your Reiki class are mind blown that they can actually feel the energy coming from you and that they are seeing more pivotal results. So by the time Jupiter conjuncts Uranus here in the 9th, you're able to heal people with Reiki of disease. And you probably already have done this, of diseases that medical doctors have not been able to do. And, people are now coming to you instead of the doctors for that healing. Not to say that. No, actually, I look forward to that. Like, that's going to be a thing, and that's going to kind of now change the way you put yourself out there, because you might deal with some regulating or whatever. People might be trying to hate or whatnot, but I don't think you have to worry. I don't think you have to worry. You're going through so much powerful evolution through this. All right. So next we have Linus. All right. Linus, we know you are King Scorpio. Linus, we know you are King Scorpio. No problem. Much appreciated. We know you are King Scorpio. So Jupiter and Taurus is evolving your relationships with other people. That is the most important thing to establish. For sure, for sure. Okay. For sure, for sure, for sure. And as a late C rising, Crip Walk rising, as a Cap rising, you do got the alien construct. You got Zeus on your sun, so you got Zeus Pluto. So this is also the harvest of your Jupiter return. See, it's different so for those of you who have Jupiter and Scorpio, that's another thing that's really important concerning Jupiter and Taurus, because the capacity with which you now represent this powerful, powerful element of healing, amongst other things, is putting you in a position to take the activation from Jupiter Scorpio to Jupiter Aquarius, and then the integration from Jupiter Aquarius to Jupiter and Taurus, so you can begin harvesting that wisdom and pure energy naturally through other people. And as a Capricorn rising, this awareness of harvesting with other people is your inner children, your relationship with children, and how much more creatively you can take the wisdom you generate and manifest it through other people. This really is a fancy way of saying you getting rich, because people are going to want to buy that. People are going to want to buy your ability to do that. But the soul and the swag is sold separately. So this is going to make you loaded, especially happening not only during your Saturn return, but all of this is aspecting your South Node, because you are a North Noder, my G. Your challenge is to really create this community of wisdom and cult following. And whether this is your harem full of your wives, this with the South Node in Jupiter is unlocking this creative talent you have to manifest and the grounded nurturing of production. People may not know you are a producer on the low, and you know how to really get the right elements of value and transform and put it together. So all of this is going to integrate once Jupiter goes into Gemini, and it's going to really evolve your thinking around how exactly to secure all this. And it's going to change your life. 2024 is going to be very life changing. So, there's a lot of hardcore innovation relative to how creatively you share yourself and how creatively you tap into just this energy, just this power to all the talent specifically that you draw from. And I think it's just going to be very empowering. I think it's going to be very freeing. Once again, because you're going through a Saturn return through this too, this is also going to bring around this perspective to prepare you to step into this next stage of adulthood. And it should feel like abilities that you were struggling to step into are now effortless. Okay. Effortless. May is going to slap, and November is going to slap even harder, because November is now going to harvest everything in May of 2024. You sow the seeds to move forward with the Jupiter Uranus. In November, it's going to harvest in the transformation of your community. You're going to go viral. You're going to be famous. Like Jupiter going through your fifth increases the support ship you have. So this is really putting you there, and it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. So congrats in advance. Next, we have Robin. Batman and Robin. Okay, Jupiter and Taurus. Let's see what we got. So, Robin, we know you are not only the Cap rising, you have Venus on Mercury on the North Node and Saturn. And that's what I love about 79. North Node, Saturn, Virgo. So the reason why this is cool is, one, this Capricorn season has just launched a new moon in your rising. Okay, which I love that you understand you are the Virgo goddess. Like you are Virgo goddess 777. Like you are so tied in to the control and timing of this reality. As a Capricorn rising, you direct the matrix. You are the director of the matrix. So the reason why I really love this is a whole lot of Taurus with Jupiter is completing this picture. If you think you just started a brand new cycle in your first house. So this is you literally activating the direction. You're bringing this perspective in Virgo during your birthday. You reharvested. And now this is connecting to the evolution of your talent. Thank you, Forest Fairy Tarot. In your fifth house, and everything that you evolve relative to your philosophy and beliefs around how talented you are and how creative you are is everything you're going to use to create a lifestyle with this grounded creativity. And so just like Linus, you're also going to change your whole life next year. All of you with mutable moons, especially the Gemini 6 houses, that is a mutable change in your lifestyle. It's going to evolve. You're going to be able to create more in your routine relative to what you were able to do before. Okay, so first of all, the road to there is going to activate January, February, March. And then by the time we get into April, you're going to begin to integrate that, which will transform your entire perspective, because the activation of that eclipse is going to unlock so much more new ground, especially by the time we step back into May. And this is securing almost a whole new treasure chest of creativity that will pretty much open up whatever you want. So this is going to prepare you for your sixth house, where now, however you want to create your lifestyle and automate more of your genius will pretty much be there on the spot. Okay. So with that being said, we also know that you have Uranus in Scorpio. And because you have Chiron and Taurus, Jupiter that has been evolving your natural healing ability is strengthening the unconscious nature of how your pure energy just leaks out your body. And this is evolving the quality of how much just naturally your presence heals and your Midas touch. And that's what's going to open up so much more creativity for how you use these greater unlocked healing abilities. And it's not even focused around healing. It's just the quality of now how everything you're doing is just so grounded and how you can transmute and quite literally heal with this energy. So it's very powerful, and it's unlocking a lot of your success so that you can allocate a new home space or direction that is more authentic with you. All right. So very, very powerful. A lot to look forward to. My bad. I know I said, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was about to say. So next we have Ember. I want to know what the transit means with my Jupiter return and Sun on Jupiter. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. So Ember, especially since you're born 88, the good news about this is you have already completed your Saturn return. The good thing about 88, 89, and 1990 is 2023 and 2024 are the years where we blossom our power. And that's the coolest thing. I have chills. Like for those of you guys who have Uranus in Capricorn, Neptune in Capricorn, and Saturn in Sag, Cap, Aqua, and Pisces, our God power is harvesting, especially those of you born 88 and 90 and 89. Neptune is harvesting. It's making a sextile. Saturn is harvesting, especially for you born 88, bro. So that's the first thing. It's so important that you're evolving your spirit, but like your Saturn return that happened at the beginning of Capricorn, it's harvesting. It is officially harvesting through Saturn. You are experiencing what you have downloaded and returned. And that is so very important. Now, Jupiter, you're also moon in Sag. So like us, you're a transformer. Gem sun, Cap moon, Taurus sun, Sag moon. So you are the ascended producer. And I see you, bro. I have 29 degrees Mercury. You have 28 degrees Mercury. So we're both masterminds in this solid quality. And this strengthens our brain processing so that as Uranus goes through here, we can alter our perception of time, and it's going to innovate the quality of how much more genius we think. So this evolution is taking the Midas touch you were born with, 7:13 p.m., 13 degrees Taurus rising. That's how magic you are, bro. And it is strengthening how much more valuable your Midas touch is. Okay. It's also important to see how your sun is in the 7th house. So this is facilitating this for how much wealth you bring other people, especially seeing how your soul is an ascended facet of magic, ember, that you manifest. Your ascended magic. You manifest your ascended soul magic, and that enables you to ground this ascended perspective perfectly towards other people. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, bro. It's a wrap. And what we want to look at is Uranus too, because Uranus is now trining your Uranus. Saturn is already past 2 degrees Pisces, and Neptune is already past 10 degrees Pisces. So the powers you came into this lifetime ready to master, I'm born 1990, you're born 88. It's returned, my G. Now you get to experiment and play with it. Okay. And this is going to put you in a position to masterfully now also evolve the quality of your partnerships. And since this is a Jupiter return, this is going to come back around to activate your status as a god. All right. You have the god construct Zeus, from Ari Shafir to Northwest to Kanye West to MVP to Saucy Santana to quite literally Lizzo. You all have Sun Jupiter, and you have it to a degree. So your spirit is imbued with the evolution of Zeus. You are the Midas touch to transform other people's lives because you bring so much value to anyone's relationship. And relative to 2018 that harvested this, you're starting all over again. Okay. And that's very beautiful. That's very, very powerful. This is because relative to the last time you did this, you didn't have your Saturn return. Now that you have your Saturn return, this is going to direct a lot of the attitude that you can control. So let's just say before you did this, you couldn't really control the sauce. Now you can control it so much more. And it's having you move forward from that. So please confirm that to me. Let me know if that resonates with you, because that's freaking awesome. I'm going to be honest with you. Damn. All right. Mindy Sue, thank you very much. Next we have Angela, Jupiter transit, looking for insight on new careers and endeavors and finances. So we know that your rising is in Sag. You have a math. Oh wow, you got Jupiter on your moon in Gemini. So you are like you are super ascendant. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna give you this alien construct because you got too many alien constructs. First of all, you're an angel, so you're a powerful angel soul. And then you have Neptune on your rising, so you're definitely clairvoyant on top of being ascended. And you're not even human, Angela. You're not even human, Angela. You literally are a high celestial queen from another dimension. So there's that. I just need to make sure we're clear. Your name is literally Angela, and you have an angel soul. I've been noticing that a lot. Like the angels who are named Angel. It's crazy. It's very crazy. Like you're truly an angel. You're ascended. So I just want to make sure we're clear. You're not human. You're an angel named Angela, because clearly you like I can't make this up. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm gonna give you the Angel Soul article too. I love that. I love synchronicities like that. Like you're literally that amazing. Like you exist. Like you are the hope of so many people who are wishing you exist. All right. It's just the concept of you. All right. So I like that the question you asked was new career endeavors and finances. Well, what's happening is you are evolving your routine. So the way with which you live an innovative lifestyle that enables you to work way less and make way more money. And thankfully, given your age, you've already completed the necessary Saturn returns and have begun to harvest it. Case in point, Kanye West was born in 77. Once Kanye West had Saturn opposite his Saturn, he got canceled. He lost billions of dollars, but like I predicted, by the time it went into Pisces, Adidas ran back to him and he recouped some of the money because that was his karma. So he actually was up. And now that Saturn is coming into your 8th house, the karma that you established since 2005 is complete. Saturn went through your sign, and now that it's going through the 4th, this could open up real estate. You definitely want to look into securing your assets in your home during this period. But this is evolving the quality of not only how you make your routine as a Sag rising, but what work routine you naturally feel comfortable and at home with. Uranus is going to innovate you out your comfort zone. But once we step into May of 2024 and this starts to integrate in your relationships with other people creatively, this is going to take the evolution of your lifestyle and integrate that with other people. So because you've already set it up and done the work, now moving forward from Capricorn season, by the time we complete this during your birthday, you will come into a full awareness and knowledge of how exactly you want this to look like, with which you will build it coming into May. And really, the career opportunities are going to come with this integration and healing with Chiron of your routine. New elements through the eclipse post April will introduce themselves. So there's nothing you have to do as of now. And you can also check out the No Action Needed and the Law of Assumption manifestation videos, but you have already done and set up the pieces for everything that has to occur. The rest will quite literally unfold for you. The next stage of activation will be post March. March and May. So congratulations, if anything, by the time you step through the eclipse portal in April, all sorts of opportunities will open up for you, because relationships and changes in relationships are what's very crucial coming up, as far as like how you change the quality of your relationships, with Jupiter going through your second and then retrograding and changing all that. And it's going to take 6 months worth of evolution and begin to harvest it. So this is you getting ready, and you're already harvesting your Saturn return. All right. And now you're harvesting, of course, the Jupiter first house transit. So it's very beautiful. And you're coming into a Jupiter return, coming into Gemini. So this is only going to add so much more creatively rewards from your hard work and what you're ready to more than ever come into. All right. So very beautiful, very amazing. All right. So next we have Mindy Sue. All right. Yeah. Mindy Sue. We see you're both Pisces sun and Pisces rising. So one moment. Wait a minute. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, nice. You've actually gotten a reading before. So yeah, Pisces sun and rising and moon Pluto. Jesus Christ. Okay. So this is beautiful. A large element, Mindy, of the transit for you is breaking through, because your moon Pluto in Libra is squaring 29 degrees Pluto. So this is the last time ever in your life, the last year you will ever have to go through this soul hump. You are going through an incredible soul breakthrough. And this is very beautiful. For those of you born in 83 and 82 and 84, this is it. All right. 84, 85, you guys are bringing in the Pluto Aqua, but like this 29-degree Pluto Libra is a huge milestone that you're breaking through as far as the uninhibition of your soul, especially as a Pisces sun, because you're also transformer class like us, except you, like me and a few other people, we're vessels of that. And that's what we transform into. This is giving heavy goddess of the underworld vibes. So this is where the social anxiety you may have felt as a Pisces, feeling extremely other people's social opinions or just the status quo of the social, not only is being broken through, but you're taking your full power back, and this new cycle in the 11th has established itself. So Jupiter in Taurus is manifesting the quality of attitude that is going to set the values and strength of the foundation you move forward with from here. And this is your natural abilities that Uranus has been innovating. And I like to say, if your imagination is the base, your body and physical senses are a remote control that's manipulating the universe. That's what puts Pisces on a whole nother level than anybody else. And because Neptune and Saturn are coming around your rising, it is helping you anchor all of this responsibility and pressure to fulfill this integrity. And it's kind of like starting a new business. So this is going to strengthen over the next 2 years or a year and a half your convictions, your will. And Neptune has already been transcending how it is you believe in yourself. So that's really the huge thing. The eclipse with the North Node in your second is establishing new wealth and a new direction you manifest this value in. But it's the Taurus that is innovating all the natural abilities you already possess. And with Chiron and Taurus, this is evolving your natural healing ability. So what that's going to look like is at a much more natural, subconscious, and effortless level, you are more aware of how much your presence heals others. If you wanted to touch people and heal them of anything you intend to heal them of, you will have more physical evidence of that energy healing them. And Uranus's influence here brings this unconventional dynamic that forces people out of the non-belief of it, because you are tangibly showing them, hey, this, if you don't believe in healing, I literally just healed you right now. And people are like, whoa. So you are born this way. You are already born with energy so strong it heals people. This is just evolving it to the next level again, to where it's now too noticeable, to where now like your shadow passed someone and their headache left, and they're asking you, hey, why did that happen? And you're educating them. You're the ascended master, you're the divine mother. So this is really, really, really dope. And I feel like by the time you have the Jupiter opposition from Sag to Gemini, this is what's going to really complete that first stage of activation for you. And it's over the next 3 years going to begin to integrate how you really now bring this next stage of evolution out towards other people. Very fascinating, very amazing, and very awesome. And last but not least, we have Danielle, who spun the block, and she wants the Pokemon deck for tomorrow's money meeting. Let's see. What do we get for your money meeting tomorrow? We see the Knight of Wands. So the underlying theme here with Rapidash, yeah, this is in Ponytail. This is talking about things moving very quickly, but you receiving a very exciting and passionate message. So I feel like the meeting is going to be very festive. It's going to be a lot of promises, but okay, if you send a request, I got you, no problem. I got you after this. Yeah, there's going to be maybe a lot of promises. Maybe there's a lot of things being introduced very quickly, and also a lot of exciting creative opportunities. But the thing with if it was the Knight of Pentacles, it's a lot more practical. There's a game plan behind it. Knight of Wands is just possibilities that will come up, but still very exciting. I think you're going to really leave very passionate. So the main card we have is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is you once again not being too swayed. It's like I'll know when I see it kind of thing. And then we also have the Two of Cups. This is partnerships with people you can trust. And then we have death. Oh, my bad. Yeah. So Danielle Becker, we have death, and this money meeting is definitely bringing a powerful transformation. But what I find that's interesting is the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. So this might transform, this might create a business partnership that brings in more wealth and transforms both of your financial situations. But if there were things on the hush hush as well, a lot of it is going to kind of change the way it's expressed. Two of Swords is a lot of discernment, especially with the Knight of Wands and ideas being thrown. It's not like you're going to rush into them. You know what I mean? You're definitely going to apply a lot of discernment, but still, that's just very mind-blowing and very interesting. The main feature that we have, other than this partnership or being able to trust the right people, where you might be partnering and splitting the money, is this death card. So definitely huge transformation. And with the Knight of Wands, I'm getting that there is a festive, exciting slant to it that adds a lot more, you know what I'm saying, interesting dynamics, to say the least. All right, so M. Shaw, let's go. Let's get it. Taurus rising, new career. So as a Taurus rising, the first thing that we want to establish is that, of course, Jupiter is going through our first house, and Jupiter going through our first house is establishing and securing this element of a brand new chapter. This is a brand new relaunch and rebrand of our identities. You're being born when you are born is so much cooler because this is clearly not your first rodeo. especially knowing that you do represent Sag Gang. And so as a creator, this puts yourself in a position to integrate through your personality a lot of your MO and how it is you want to really just add so much to your wealth. Powerful Libra aspects that we see here too. Okay, I must have entered something wrong. Hold on. Philadelphia, PA. Oh, yeah, December 11th. I did November. Okay. And yeah. There we go. Yeah. And you're 1 degree Taurus rising. So Jupiter is going to go over your Saturn. You have Pluto trine Saturn. Oh, yeah. 71 is fire. And then you're also North Node Aquarius. So I'm born 1990 and my North Node is 8 degrees Aquarius and your North Node is 7 degrees Aquarius. So Pluto, that's going to awaken our North Nodes, is first of all going to happen for both of us for the first time. And this is what's going to prepare for you to, as Taurus risings, open up the crazy success we're destined to come into, but really in the form of just networking. And it's going to take a lot of what you've been preparing for this. It's just, I'm the Gemini and you have the Sag Sun with Jupiter. That is so badass. So whereas I manifest the word in the second house, you are interpreting the meaning of the word you have for others. You are able to quite literally take your words and invest it through other people's visions, but you evolve it very powerfully too. So the reason why we have to really establish this is Jupiter going through Gemini next year is going to 180 degree complete 2025 after the 2024 retrograde, what you established 2019. That is wealth. That is crazy wealth. Okay. From 2012, where you established it last time, before you completed your Saturn return, to 2019, where you have already started to harvest your Saturn return, to now 2024, where you are completing the harvest of your Saturn return and you are getting ready to harvest your Jupiter return. Wealth. Like there's nothing else but money. Congratulations. Powerful. Saturn already went through your 10th. So a lot of career acquisition and setting you for the next 30 years, done. And the coolest thing here is you are coming into your Saturn's 1 degree. Pisces already reached 1 degree Saturn, Pisces. So that is a 270 degree completion of the Saturn return you started like in the early 2000s. Gangster. So a lot of the themes you're going through here is coming into milestone success. And as the North Node gets closer to that MC point, is something you really want to keep in mind. Because Jupiter and Taurus now at this stage, especially as a Moon, Libra, Pluto, and Uranus, please email me if you want an alien construct article, because I think you're definitely an alien. You're ascended. Like I don't consider you human at all. You got you got clairvoyant vision. So like you definitely are needing this Taurus transit to be the yard to strengthen the values of your personality, to share this ascended fire, but feel the social balance needed. Everything that the South Node in Libra is not only unlocking, but preparing for you to unlock a brand new spiritual path, because now you've completed your Saturn return. You have quite literally evolved and innovated the genius that you move forward to. All right, perfect. Because your chart is insane. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So just something to keep that in mind. And yeah. This is also going to innovate the quality of how you manifest effortlessly just by thinking of things, because you have so much integrity in your mind. As soon as Uranus enters Gemini 2026, it's a wrap. Boom. So you want to think that everything is set up for this next stage of evolution, and that is freaking awesome. All right. So thank you guys so much. I think this is a new record. Yeah. I've never had 12 straight in a row. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna end this transit talk. I'm just so honored to serve each and every single one of y'all. Thank you guys so much. You guys stay blessed as always. Please make sure you check out this Jupiter Taurus transit talk at least, 3 to 7 times, just so you could pick up insight as we get more unfoldment of the experience. All right. You guys stay blessed as always. And until next time.